12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You are listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, and we are live Saturday night, and I don't like the shirt. We're going to have to change the shirt. Glad you're here. September, what is it? October, November, December, January, February 2021. We got it. We're here. Got a good one tonight. Yeah. A lot of stuff we're going to talk about. I know you saw Tyler, right here. You see UFOlogy better without Secureteam10. I'm not going to spend a long time on that. It's a little clickbaity, but I'm really going to talk about it. But Lue Elizondo, yeah, we'll talk for a few minutes. I just don't have time for the little stuff tonight. Yeah, Lue's the little stuff in our lives because Lue gives us little stuff. Capiche? Hey. One Capiche show already. We just started 4 minutes ago. So, yep, we're going to talk about little Lue. Lue's lips don't sink any ships. Capiche? All right. I knew you would understand. Yeah, I don't like this shirt. It feels great, though. I mean, this is a really nice shirt, but I don't like the way it looks tonight. I look a little jumbled. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it. It's comfortable. It's light, fluffy, just like me. All right. So welcome, everybody. Who is Secureteam10? Alien Girl 111 says. Or Uno. Old Tyler. Eric says, looks good. Thank you, my friend. So let's do it. Roll call real quick. Ready? Oh, where's my... I don't like this one. First Floor Audio, welcome to the show. Felisa Flores, Alleluia. Stargate Traveler just got here. Sir Wolf 67's been here. Gerard's been here. What's up, everybody? I don't want to pin that on anybody. Alien Girl, Uno. Hello, how are ya? Benjamin Caleb's here, thank God. Coral Ann. Aw, CLA is here. JP Bassenio, welcome to the show. And Coral Ann, welcome. Grandmaster UV, welcome. Says he's in. Thank God. Michelle Morrison. What's up, Michelle? Helen Berry, hi. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Steve Tuminelli, welcome to the show. Hold on a second. Is that Steve? Is that the same? Let's welcome Steve Tuminelli. Is now a patron of our Patreon world over there, which a video will be out tomorrow. I'm trying to put them out every Sunday now for you guys. So I know I missed last Sunday, but let's do it. I'm going to put a video out again. You guys are going to get some good private content over there. I promise you that. So thank you, Stephen Tuminelli, for contributing to the support of GoofOn. Of course, anybody can become a Patreon or a patron, whatever the hell you call it. They have 2 tiers, a $3, $6, and any denomination you want to put in there to support GoofOn. I'm trying to put videos up there now on a regular basis instead of never, but it'll be good. It's going to be a nice place. I promise that. So thank you, Stephen Tuminelli. Appreciate it. Very cool. Very generoso. Also, of course, we got Super Chat on tonight. If you want to help support the team, yeah, we support the team. Guys support, but you're a face painter. That's right. What's that from? But I thought you weren't going to paint your face. I'm not. But you painted it on your chest. That's right. USA Other Legal Issues. Welcome to the show. Stargate Traveler said it already. Dark Hour Paranormal. Michael Roser's here. Welcome to the show. The Man with a Plan. Gerard is here. Shirt is nice, he says. Good contrast, gray and black. Is a new hat. I got a couple of new hats that are sitting over there that don't match with the outfit, and I wanted to wear a new one. Anyway, let's get to work. Damien Smokey's here. I didn't want to forget Damien. Luna Sparkles, too. Didn't want to forget. Nicole Sakic is here. And as my phone, when Nicole calls, it says, you are receiving a call from Nicole Sakic. You're Nicole Sakic. I love that every time. Master Shadow 74 is here too. All right, let's get on the roll. Like I said, the show is packed with peanuts tonight, and we've got cotton candy and corn dogs as well. It's a festival of fun. Welcome to GoofOn. Let me get my coffee going. Just the regular mug tonight, nothing special. Chewy! Still too hot. And for those of you who vape, I vape sugar cookies. I like a meal when I'm vaping. I don't like candy. So when I vape, I use sugar cookies. And this is by who gives a shit? All right. Actually, it does mean a lot to get this product compared to other products because this by far works well for me. This is Cinnamon Sweet Sugar Cookie by, it looks like the letters are G and G, 2 G's. Is it Geffen Productions? Oh, here it is. It is the BSX series. I really don't care. I never read the damn thing before. All I want to do is just get a nice flavor out of my vapor. Here we go. So, like I said, fast-paced show tonight. starting right now, and we just hit the wall. Nothing's happening. I'm joking. I usually like to start the show off, how many times can I say I think I say that more than anything. That is my I got to stop saying quote unquote, Let's start that right now. No, shit. No more, I don't, Tim McMillan, I've talked about. Tim McMillan. I heard a rumor, and it's just a rumor, and I won't say by who or whom, that the reason he lives in Germany overseas is because he signed a deal to work with the CIA. I don't know if that's true, but doesn't it make sense though? I love putting out rumors. Yeah, I don't do any factual work here. No. Like I said, it's a rumor, and I very rarely talk about rumors. It was just brought up in a conversation I had a few days ago with somebody, and I keep forgetting to bring it up. But they're like, you know what I heard? Tim McMillan might be working with the CIA, and that's why he lives overseas. I'm like, I don't know. Can you verify that? No. Who is it? Can't tell you. Why? Because I don't know. All right, so it's a rumor, but it makes sense. And then I started looking for an interview. I think that's where it came from, an interview. I'm not sure, but I tried looking around and I came across a TED Talk. I haven't listened to a single word. This is with Tim McMillan. I'm just curious. Aren't you curious to see what he's talking about? Hold on. You got to stop the screech. I had to stop the screen for a second. I had it on Chrome tab instead of all screen. There we go. Way to go. Excellent work there, StreamYard. Can you stop that? Look, they're trying to get us to fall asleep. What is that?
Nothing in your life. Am I working now? Okay. All right. Including a microphone not working is inconsequential. Everything happens for a purpose.
No, it doesn't. I don't believe in that. Look, the first sentence the guy says, everything happens for a purpose, for a reason is what he means. This guy is, I tell you.
And I told my own officers, maybe you don't turn right because that's the way you're supposed to go home.
So everything happens for a reason. So if I picked my nose, what was the reason?
Home. Maybe that's the way you're supposed to go in life. Well, we don't know what happens left, but we go right because that's the way we're supposed to go.
Oh my God, this guy's he's trying to act like he's a motivational speaker.
October 1st, 2016. I found myself very realistically in that position.
He doesn't even look like a real cop. That looks like a costume to me. You know what I mean? Something's wrong, this picture.
That morning, I had just worked 16 hours, and I was on my way home.
Wow, let's all bow down to the guy who worked one day. Wow. Oh, my dad was a cop. My uncle was a cop. I got a godfather who's still a cop. Okay? I can talk like this if I want to. I respect cops. I just don't like him. And that's where I'm leaving it.
Much to my chagrin, I saw a car traveling in front of me.
He's going to tell his story about the black kid he pulled over who was so frightened. Oh, God, are you kidding me? He was so frightened by the white policeman. This is all made up bullshit, right? If you listen to this story, not 1 ounce of truth is coming out of this guy's mouth. He heard this story from somebody else, I bet you. He's probably plagiarizing it. Probably one of his partners said, hey, You know what? I want to hear what happened to me today, and they talked about it in the morning meeting. So after he tells his story about how he turned this black kid around into liking cops, it became his story. Oh, I don't want to talk about it out in public, Tim. You can talk about it. Make it your story. What does it matter? We go through this every day. People are scared of us. Tim's like, you know what? I'll take that. I bet you that's what happened. That's how he got the story. Heard it in a morning meeting and said, are you ever going to go public with this? And the guy said, hell no, I ain't going public with this. This is just for us. We need to change our act. We need to help people in America. I don't know. When he tells the story, it just doesn't seem like validation for me that he actually encountered this black kid. He may have, he may not. I just don't believe him. It's a really bullshit thing. It's so stupid. If I was a black person, I'm a white guy and I'm scared when the cops, not scared, but I'm nervous when the cops get behind me. Why? Because you never know what the hell they're pulling you over for. It's like, I'm not speeding, I'm not weaving, I'm not sleeping, I'm not texting, I'm not talking. The music was on. Why is he pulling me over? Is it a out tail light or headlight, or did I not use my blinker or change the lane correctly? So they pull you over and you're nervous automatically. A black person, I would never want to be in their position getting pulled over by the police in America. Hell no. Yeah, they call it driving while black. It's true. But anyway, he came out with that story. We talked about it before, how I think it's bullshit. But here he is on TED Talk. This guy is all about himself. He doesn't need to be in our ufology, and I don't know why he is. That's my problem. I got to move on. I got too much show to do. But I just wanted to bring it up real quick. Unbelievable. The guy's on a TED Talk. A TED Talk. Anyway, Perseverance landed. And here's what they're videoing over to us. Check it out. Oh, wait, I had this saved. I had it saved when they were on the... I don't care about this. I can't go backwards for some reason now. I know it says live, but usually you can go back, but they must have turned it off. Anyway, it landed. Here's some video. It's pretty cool. Used a parachute. Deployment. It has a helicopter on it. You hear what I'm saying? They got a helicopter. Look. Come on with the screen. It's going to analyze stuff all over the planet. It's going to drill holes. It's going to get samples further into the soil. They're going to look for a carbon footprint. They're doing a lot of good things with this rover. This is really an amazing accomplishment. Well, their next thing that they're going to do, that they want to do, is do a round trip. Grab the analysis, grab the floor of the desert there, and bring it home. That's never been done, and I think that's going to be their next project. But Perseverance landed safely. It started sending video back within 2 minutes of landing. It was amazing. You could still see the dust that was being blown away from the landing. It was pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to look for that live photograph here because I thought it was right there. Let's go Perseverance rover. Landing. Yay, they did it. Here we go.
Well, there's an old adage that says perseverance will get you everywhere. And now that we know, that includes Mars. NASA scientists still over the moon after pulling off yesterday's $2 billion landing on the red planet. This morning, they're telling us
$2 billion
and showing off some new pictures. John Gregory is in the newsroom. We had to chase John, but I got to think these pictures are pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty good stuff, Philip. Perseverance has only been on the surface of Mars for just one day, But already NASA releasing some incredible images from the red planet, and you can tell scientists are just thrilled by this. Take a look. These images, the first image is the probe as it actually prepares to land. It's amazing they were able to get this picture. The vertical lines are the cables holding it up as it descends. And here's another one. This image was taken by another probe in orbit, and it actually shows Perseverance descending to the surface, and that's the parachute deployed. It's just incredible that they were able to capture that image. And here's a view of where the probe actually landed. And of course, this is all just the beginning. In the days ahead, more advanced cameras will be taking pictures, video, even sound. First, though, they need to make sure everything on the probe is working.
Hey, yeah, good question, IR Film. Do you really think we'll get any better pictures than what they've been giving us already? Absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna see some things. Look, all I know is already Jean Ward and Mars Anomaly Chris have already spotted weird anomalies in the landing area, which we'll go over next week, Monday. Pretty wild, huh? Already they're finding weird stuff. I don't know. IR Film and everybody, they should have a better camera on there than they did when Spirit and what is the other one? Curiosity? Whatever it is. Right, it's Curiosity, right? Good question. Yeah, I do. Looking at BS. Eric, come on, why? Why is this BS? It's Mars, man. I hope they send cows. Cows, you know, they could warm up the planet with their farts. All right, you don't want to see any more? I don't think there's any more to show you. Is there? Oh, yeah, here's something.
Very excited, and they say we can expect to see many more amazing images like this one.
That's pretty cool.
Begins its mission. The probe is also carrying a small helicopter drone, believe it or not.
Oh my God, I cannot wait to see that helicopter drone. Holy crap. Come on, man. That's exciting. It's not BS. You guys are joking. You gotta be. You have to be. Wow. So I forgot about this. I'm out of order in the show, but damn it. There were black people that were saying to Tim McMillan, "You're just kissing up to the black community." And he responded to it, but I'm not going to play. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. We're done with it. I'm done. We're done. All right. I'm going to change the beat of the show here in a minute. I'm going to show you a video, but here is a Fox News report about, I believe this is the Pascagoula. Yeah, it is. 45-year-old case. But I always thought this was a Calvin Parker. This is from 1973 when he was 19. I always thought that this was one of the better sightings and reports of abduction I've ever heard. You know, he asked to come on this show because his book or movie was coming out. So we may have him on here shortly. Let's check this out.
At Arizona State University,
okay, we got an ad for ASU. Why can't I get rid of this? I can't play it. They want me to watch the ad.
Cox Internet, #1 for streaming video.
Unbelievable, right?
Even this video.
Are we alone? Is Earth really the only planet with life, or is something else out there? Here's investigative reporter Shelby Myers with a story that just might make you rethink everything.
It's been a debate for decades. Are aliens out there, and have they ever made contact with us? After 45 years of keeping it a secret from his own family, a Gulf Coast man's declining health has given him a reason to write a book and leave his legacy. Calvin Parker is now ready to tell the story of the event that would change his life forever.
Yeah.
Do you ever get any feelings or flashbacks when you come out here?
No, it's changed. It's hard to feel anything when you come out here.
What do you think about the whole experience? Think it happened?
I think something happened down there. I'm not at all sure what happened.
Something happened to him, the way they were upset. You don't fake fear. You know, he was scared. He was scared out of his mind.
You would be too, let me tell you. A lot of people think that, oh, like even I used to say it. I want to be abducted. I still do. I want to have the experience, but I don't think I'm going to remember it. And some people think I already had the experience. I don't think I had. I think I just had dreams. But in the dreams, I wasn't scared at all. But there was an experience I had one night. And I was talking about it yesterday, I think, when I was showing the video on Third Phase of Moon of the guy with the laser pointer. And the object flashed back, which I still think might be a satellite. I don't know for sure, but I remember when one night I did the same thing. I saw a flash of light. I was getting ready to go out the gate. I was walking the dog. It was 4 a.m. And I saw a flash. Like I thought a light bulb may be burning out or burnt out. And I turned around and I saw it again up in the sky. Had my laser pointer with me and shot my laser pointer up at it. And immediately after doing that, it flashed brighter right back at me. And I said, what is going on here? That cannot be what I just think happened. And I sat there, I don't know how long, maybe 20 seconds. And I got to admit, I was a little bit fucking worried. I did. I got very nervous. Don't ask me why. It was just a light in the sky, but there was almost a reaction to the laser pointer. Right after I pointed it up, there was a bright flash, and it never happened again because I had my camera with me and I turned it on. And, you know, I'm there like this. I didn't turn it on, but as soon as it flashed at me, I turned it on. I sat there and nothing happened. Never saw it again. When I used to skywatch all the time, I had a guy who hung out with me, and his name was Mike. And we were in my backyard, a house that was only about 2 miles from where I was living at the time of the laser thing. And I told this story before. He and I were in the backyard. It was around 10:30, and I saw a flash. And as dark and as clear as the sky is, and with Scottsdale Air Park not too far away, I thought maybe it was an airplane coming in for a landing. But I looked up and scanned the sky, and I didn't say anything to Michael because I didn't know if I actually saw it. You know, when something happens, you're not too sure. Well, I was sure, but I didn't want to say anything. About 30 minutes later, maybe 20, it was a considerable amount of time later, there was a bright flash in the sky again. And a minute goes by, and I didn't say anything, and I saw it. And I hear, because Mike was behind me, I was about 10 feet in front looking up. He was looking to the back. And I hear him say, bro, tell me you saw that bright flash. I'm like, as a matter of fact, I did. And I saw one a little bit ago. And I'm like, yes, I saw that. I said, you saw it too? And he's like, yeah, I didn't want to say anything because I thought I was just seeing things. And I go, that's what I said. So I don't know what we saw. And I tell you, it's a weird feeling when you think something is watching you and you know you have no chance against. I can't explain it, but out of nowhere, a rush of fear came over me. To this day, I don't know why I was scared. I just was, like, legitimately scared. Maybe they threw that fear into my mind. Somebody said one day, maybe they made you fear. I don't know. All right, let's talk about Elizondo real quick. Just real quick. So I see this is what sparked my thing here tonight about Lue. You see him there looking all smug as a bug in a rug. Look at that mug. I talked to somebody today, named not necessary, and asked the same questions that I've asked several people. And that question is, can you tell me, give me two things that Lue Elizondo brought to ufology? Two things. There's always one. We'll wait for the roadster here, Mr. NASA. What is it? NASCAR? Mr. NASCAR. This guy thinks his car is like the baddest car. It's a 1983 Firebird that he slammed to the ground. Oh, he's parking. Wow, that's where he must have had a park close by. And every Saturday he works on his car. And you guys hear him just about every show. I think he goes out to the racetrack. I'm not sure. All right. And I asked those two questions. What did Lue bring us to ufology that's new? Anything new? And there's always the same answer. No. I said, don't answer that quick. Think about it. I want you to think about this. You too in the chat. Can you think about it? And let me know what you think. Can anybody tell me what two things? I'll make it easy. Tell me one thing Lue brought to ufology. Scratch off unidentified. That is nothing. Tell me. I'm ready. Matter of fact, I'll take a drink out of my chewy coffee mug while you think about that. What one thing did Lue bring to ufology that's new? Anything? Anyone? Anybody? Is that a... What is that? What is this light? Is that in the picture? Oh, it is. Okay. TTSA's controlled opposition to distract people. I agree. I agree with that half droid. Anybody? Stargate says, I have nothing. I know. Benjamin, all of the letters in Lue are also in ufology. Yeah, he did bring that. Bob says there's nothing. Travis Van Gaal says investigating in fake UFO companies. Agreed. Grandmaster UV, the government already knows all I know. The government already knows all I know and more, and they have to deny it to protect us and to protect the country and stop foreign countries from surprising us with tech war. Yeah, 100%. That is the perfect answer. But I am definitely looking for what Lue brought. I saw Felicia say, I don't know Lue. Okay, that's okay. You're not supposed to know Lue, but when Lue is public and on radio shows and TV shows, he's not bringing anything to the table. Here's what I saw today from one of the weakest people in ufology, Alejandro Rojas. He said, last night at Explore SCU in Alabama, Luis Elizondo told us ATIP was 100% UFOs. Hal Puthoff confirmed that to me afterwards. Not that I had doubt. Elizondo, ATIP head, Senator Reid, ATIP creator, and Puthoff, ATIP contractor, the people who would know have already told us this. That ATIP, so what does this have to do with Lue Elizondo? Like, who gives a shit? Lue tells us nothing, and Alejandro just said that. He said it. They have already told us this. It's in the tweet. It's right here. I don't know if you can read it, but if you have a phone or whatever, it's hard to read. What is this down here?
Some cases, we've seen these things 50 feet away from the cockpit. Or 99% sure it's not for.
Right. The Pentagon has declassified 3 grainy. They're still talking about this after how many years? Black and white. By the way, they're black and white for a reason. They're not, oh my God, what a dumb thing to say. Black and white videos of unidentified aerial phenomena they can explain. But are there more? Lue Elizondo says yes, taken from as close as 50 feet. He didn't see it. Lue never saw them. He says they saw them.
Foreign adversarial technology. So that only leaves really one other option. It's someone or something else.
Are these 3 videos the only
It's someone or some things else. So Lue just said
someone or some things else.
Someone or some things else. So Lue is doing this right now, covering his ass. You see the bullshit? If Lue really knew, he would say it's something else and not say it's someone. I can't stand this guy's bullshittery. I tell you, I don't understand why there's a fascination with Lue Elizondo. Maybe because he looks like a UFO hero. Some people call him today's man in black. Really? So Lue's out there, threatening people? Maybe Phil Schneidering them? Come on, man. Don't give that guy so much credit. He hasn't done shit.
Are these 3 videos the only videos that you know of that the United States government has that shows unidentified aerial phenomena?
No, absolutely not. These are probably some of the least compelling videos. Some cases, we've seen these things 50 feet away from the cockpit. Or 99% sure.
Some of these things we've seen 50 feet away from the cockpit. We've seen, I don't know if he's throwing himself in there, but this is the 25-second clip. So
we've seen these things 50 feet away from the cockpit.
So,
we've seen these things 50 feet away from the cockpit.
I think what Lue is saying is we, as in the government, Navy, Air Force, Marines. That's what it is. He never tells us anything. He never when he was doing the unidentified TV show, it was skydivers, stars, CGI. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. And what he's doing is, right now, you know what he's doing? Distancing himself from TTSA by saying, hey, I had no control over what they wanted to do. I did what they told me. I was contracted to do so, and I did it. Easy out for Lue. Lue wouldn't know what is real in ufology. Oh, and if he's watching this right now, you know what he's saying? Bullshit. I know more than you, Mr. Giordano. Do you? You haven't proven it. You haven't proven it. At least I have some UFO footage of my own, okay, that nobody can explain, including 5 triangles. Not solid crafts, just 3 points of light 5 times I've captured it. You understand? And some other anomalies, humanoid, probably balloons, but nonetheless, not what I saw through the binoculars. Lue has not brought anything to the public. Whether that was TTSA's fault because of their inclusion with our government, because we all know now that TTSA was just ATIP transferred. That's all it was. And they're trying to cover it up under the ruse of entertainment under Tom DeLonge. That's why he was there. Tom DeLonge is nothing but a front for what's really going on. What they're doing is they're bringing in the meat through the front door, and out the back door goes the fur coats and the big screen TVs. That's Lue. That's what Lue does. That's what Lue was trained to do. He is not a man in black. He is a magic man. He is like Lieutenant Tim McMillan, a shill. And now Lue's dipping into the public, going radio show to radio show, from small to big to medium. He's out there talking like he's going to be doing something great. And then there's a post with him and James Fox out by the Close Encounters. What is that place at the end of the movie? Yeah. What is Lue doing with James Fox, one of the best UFO documentary makers of our time? Just hiking? What is that place called? Wooville? All right. There's I don't know what this is. This is Philip Mantle and Spiros Malaris on alien autopsy hoax. This is from the Archivist Archival. This must be a new channel. They've got only 17 subscribers. We'll do our fair use on it. It's about this hoax. I don't really care. Do we really care? Let's see what it is.
Now, totally random question. Ready?
The volume is low.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Oh, well, look. Yeah, but look, it's an infinite universe, and it's only the human arrogance that would suggest that we're the only ones in it.
I know, but there's aliens and there's aliens, because in a film that surfaced of an amazing you'll recognise this, in a film that surfaced of an alien autopsy back in 1995, even the experts were convinced, but as Joe has found out, the truth is out there.
I already want to smack everybody. All right, we don't need to know about this stuff. What he's going to do is give it a look over and talk about the alien autopsy, but here's this.
If you're a pathologist or a surgeon or a lecturer or a military person, whoever you are, you will look at your piece of expertise and say, ha, it's a fake because of this, you see? And we had to eliminate that.
The team went to extraordinary lengths to cover their tracks. Take the phone on the wall, for instance. That particular model wasn't on sale in 1947. But call in an expert and they would know that it was being used by the US government. The detail was designed to lead you to the inevitable conclusion, this just had to be real.
How do you
persuade people it's genuine 1947 footage? We bought real 1947 film, and I cut that and I spliced it to my film. Went to Kodak, said, could you please date this film? And I opened the can and I reeled the film off. And I'm just waiting to feel the join where my film stuck to the other film. And I pull it up for him. And he says, it's going to be 47 or 67. Now, nothing else matters. It's not.
Right. The hoax is in. That's the guy who made the film. Anyway, the link to that will be in the description. I can only go so far with fair use, but he just admitted how he faked part of it. So it's always interesting to me to hear how these people did their hoaxes, made them. Unbelievable. Where are we? All right, we're doing good on time. Oh, this is interesting, but I don't know if I'll talk about it. Well, it's Volcano Watch. What's going on at Kilauea's summit, Lava Lake? I'm not interested right now. We'll come back to that if we have time. Maybe Monday. I thought it would be good. Did NASA astronaut try to hide a UFO during a spacewalk? No, I don't think we'll talk about that right now. Tweet, no. Watch the Atacama cover-up. There's shadow figure. Hat Man? I don't like this Hat Man, to be honest with you. What is this? Is this a video of the Hat Man? This is on Reddit, so, as far as you can throw it. Let's take a look. Let me move this over to where I know where I'm at. Here we go.
Happy Wednesday, TikTok. Everything in the house has been really crazy lately.
What is this?
Posting videos.
Where's the Hat Man? I don't care about this. This is why I should have watched it first. Hey, every show has a slow point. This is it. All right. Elon Musk, no. Wow, I'm being really picky when I really don't need to be. But let's take a look at something here. This comes from Brian Forster. He just put this out 2 days ago. Exploring megalithic Göbekli Tepe and other ancient sites in Turkey. Oh, this is interesting. I always loved Göbekli Tepe and Machu Picchu because we know somebody who destroyed them and turned them into dust. Grandfather, 3, 2, go.
Century BC, and what's of particular interest are these tunnels. There's this rather short tunnel with a cave in the back, which clearly appears to have been done with hand tools. And then there is a sculpture in the location of Antiochus and Heracles. And then this much, much deeper tunnel, which is actually quite incredible. Again,
No, seriously. I mean, this is nuts. Look at this. It's just there. It's like, it looks like there may have been another one here or something. I don't mean to stop it right there on the guy's schlenker, but...
And then this much, much deeper tunnel, which is actually quite incredible. Again, it appears to be hand done or done with hand tools.
That's just crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely amazing. Let me get to another part. Here's what's interesting. Look at all the people.
But then we have the impressive location at the top of Mount Nemrut, where there are a number of sculptures.
I feel like I'm there.
The heads have fallen down or were knocked down.
Some heads are gonna roll.
Back in place, I don't understand, because they're actually all not really that huge. And I'm not sure who were the people who did the desecration.
I mean, just amazing. Well, we know who did it. It was grandfather, Kenneth Passhole. Look at these things. Look. I mean, there's so many huge, multiple ton rocks. I mean, look, I don't even know they got holes in the bottoms of them and stuff. I don't know if he gets any closer, but pretty interesting, right? I mean, this guy is going around the world, going to all these different, here's Göbekli, right?
Tool marks. So what's most profound about Göbekli Tepe, if proven conclusively, is its amazing age. It's about twice as old as any of the other ancient sites.
Twice as old. Oh, check this out. Yeah, I won't play anymore. I'll just go a little on because I've just gone by up to my allotment. But you know, they depict how they may have moved these things. Really? That's what they did? That's how they did it? Does he believe that, Brian Forrester? Look at these things. This is unbelievable. Gorgeous. Really gorgeous. Wow. I feel like I'm there watching this stuff in HD. Pretty amazing. What a guy, man. Brian Forrester. Go check it out right there. Upcoming hidden. What is that? Hidden in California. Hiddenincatours.com, I guess. Anyway, that's on Brian Forrester's channel. The link will be in the description when we're done. Pretty wild. Yeah, pretty wild. That was definitely chosen for tonight's show. Whatever happened to, no, we can't do that right now. Here's something now, I don't know about this, man. This is where I want Brian Forrester to go. I want him to show me, talk to me about this. I want to know if this is real. Check it out. In 3, 2, go. Giant skeleton and snake found. Giant skeleton. And a snake wrapped around it. See it? I didn't know snakes had a vertebrae. Snakes have vertebrae? Or that's just the way the I mean, that looks pretty weird. It doesn't look real, does it? Could that be real? Anybody? Look, you could even see the snake's tail way down here. It comes underneath, and I think it goes here, does a loop-de-loo, like it's wrapped around the giant. It's a giant snake. The Nephilim. Yeah, and it's buried where? In Thailand somewhere. Thailand? Pretty wild. I'm not too sure, but that was something I thought was interesting enough to show. Hey, we got a new record tonight, 138 live. That's crazy. What are you guys doing? Saturday night hanging out here? I love it. Let's get into Bob Lazar's anti-gravity UFO explained video. I thought you guys might like this. Here's a guy, a kid, sounds like a young guy, and the name of his channel is Abomination. 624 subscribers, small channel but growing. And he made this, a UFO 3D model. He modeled it. Check it out.
3D model of Bob Lazar's sport craft, and I found some very interesting details. The most important detail is just how the gravity emitters actually sit directly on top of a flat ridge, which here I've illustrated as green, and then they rotate. The pivot point of this gravity emitter just happens to be in a perfect place for it to manipulate the craft based on emitting a gravitational wave on the bottom ridges itself. So that was the little video. Now we're going to go into a little greater detail, and I'll pause accordingly. So first, let's take a look at the outside of the craft. Let's just pause it here. And this is approximately 52 feet in diameter and about 15 feet high, if I remember. Again, this is done to scale. And if we take a look at the Testers Model Corp UFO, which is, what was sold, they made a recreation of this craft. It's pretty close match, and it's
pretty awesome depiction so far, right? I mean, the guy does a really good job with what he's done so far. He modeled it. It looks just like it. It's pretty good. I wonder, is this the 3D model? Or is it just a computer model? He says, I set out to make an accurate 3D model of Bob Lazar's sport craft, its sports model UFO, and I found some really interesting new details about how this craft manipulates itself in order to travel through space. This is basically the exact opposite of how everything we have operates, which is a major clue as to how gravitational waves move matter, how they move matter. Here are the things that I learned from this. 1, the gravity emitters conform to the shape of the ridges on the bottom of the craft. We saw that right here. Okay. 2, the gravity emitters work directly on the metal of the craft. The skin of the craft is what moves the entire craft around. While a jet engine increases heat and travels through compression of hot air, this craft doesn't use heat at all. It emits a positive or negative gravitational force that hits the metal of the craft directly and moves the metal itself, which in effect moves the entire craft. What? Seriously? 3, the 3 different ridges on the bottom of the craft act like a speaker woofer or to transmit the gravitational wave through the mass of the metal. One ridge, red, is for Omicron mode. One ridge, green, is for parking and lifting off the ground. And another ridge, blue, is for high-speed delta mode, similar to the different modes of travel in a car. Interesting. So maybe that's why we see different colored UFOs. Maybe? All right, let's see what he says here. It looks like something important.
Maybe the craft just kind of sits where it is in space. So here I've illustrated the different colors for the different
Okay, I
range.
just went over that. So red is lift, green is parked, or red is whatever. What is it? Red is for Omicron mode. I don't know. He doesn't say what it is. One, ridge, red is for Omicron mode. I don't know what Omicron means. Omicron? The green is for parking and lifting off the ground. And blue is for high speed. I'm not so sure this guy's got it right, but maybe he does. Let's go here.
So this would be illustrating a positive gravity. So in other words, we are pulling this portion of the craft in towards the gravity emitter. And that's an interesting concept because if you compare this to, for example, a jet engine, you would never...
Right, it's for heat and they don't use the heat. Got it. All right, and what's the last thing here?
Emitters can be emitting a positive gravity, so this would be pulling inwards.
And here you got the little seats that Bob said he saw. You know, those are really small childlike seats, Richard. I can't do his voice for some reason today. There's some reason, no. All right, I just didn't have anything else to say about this craft, to be honest with you. There's not much you haven't heard already about it. I just thought the kids' video would be interesting. Let's see, what else do we got here? Let's see. Okay, this is funny. A lot of people believe in these weird glitches. Now, this person, Jesus, I forgot this was like this. I'm going to turn the volume off because it's loud and obnoxious, as you just heard. Let me get that closed. But people think that she's shape-shifting on TV. Just watch. Did I have it? Did I turn it on? Oh, you guys can't see it. I'm so smart. Watch her, this eye here. Here it comes. Whoa! Did you see it? She did shapeshift. Her eye shifted. Look. That's crazy. She really shapeshifted her eyeball. I knew it. She looks fake. She doesn't look like a real human to me. Pretty wild stuff. I love you guys. You're listening to Goof On. I'm Rich Giordano. If you like the show, if you're enjoying your Saturday night for an hour or two, thank you for sharing your Saturday here, and give a thumbs up if you are enjoying. If not, subscribe at least. We want to get to 4,000 by tomorrow, and we're not that far away. If we get to 4,000 tomorrow, I don't know, man, it'd just be a lot of fun. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's, how much time do we got? 30 seconds? Yeah, let's just do it. Look at what I posted here a long time ago. 3 more subs to 3,000. Wow, remember that? Yeah, that was the last time. Tonight, we will be doing the Magic 8 Ball later on. And some other things. And don't forget, we are now in 1080p. Not 60 frames a second because we're in StreamYard, but, when we go back to OBS. And we are the No More Dots channel. And we are in the FFS zone for F sakes. You understand? Some people say that I'm psychic. I am not psychic, or I would have predicted important newsworthy events. I submit I did not. And I am not. And to support GoofOn, become a patron at patreon.com/GoofOnRadio. Like, sub, and subscribe. Like, subscribe, and share GoofOn. And let's get going on the Tyler talk, because it's not that important. I said I'm only going to spend a few minutes on it. Not that long. But would you or would you not agree that it is less exciting without Tyler and Secureteam? I think there is a weird shift, and they call it karma. Now, the poor guy has taken a lot of beatings, and that's to his own problem. I mean, he brought it up. He didn't have to make the video saying that he was arrested under false pretenses and that he was beaten by the guards. He should have never done that. We know that. The guy got mixed up in a bunch of things he probably shouldn't have, said a lot of things he shouldn't have, and did a lot of things he shouldn't have. He just is a young guy. I don't think he had anybody giving him any direction. And if he did, I don't know if he used it. I don't know if he took advice from people. I do know some things, about Tyler that maybe have never been brought up, and no reason to bring it up here. But I don't think anybody deserves to lose their channel the way he did. I don't know what happened. To be honest, I heard 3 different stories on why the guy lost his channel, and 2 out of the 3 made sense, and the third one doesn't. But my point here tonight is, what if he never left? I wonder what ufology would be like on YouTube. Would we be attacking him in his videos? Would he be friends with Third Phase at this point? Would they collaborate together? Because Tyler did not get the subs anymore. He went to 2,200,000 or 2.2 million subs pretty much overnight because of all the tabloids. They were sharing his stuff. And then they stopped. And he wasn't getting the subs anymore like he used to. And that's when the problem, I think, started with Tyler. He wasn't making the money he was used to making, I guess. I don't know if 18 grand a month isn't enough. I mean, really? If the guy made 8 grand a month, that's a lot of money for a guy with a wife and maybe a kid or 2. I don't know what everything else, but I think it's a little more. It's not as exciting. It was nice to gossip about him. It was nice to have that, look at what he's doing. Look what Third Phase of Moon is doing. And look at what this guy's doing. And look at what that guy's trying to debunk this one. That kind of dynamic is missing. I'm not saying I want him back by any means. I was a subscriber to Third Phase of Moon for years, yeah. But Secureteam10, I subscribed early on. I remember when the guy had 300,000 subscribers, and that's when I subscribed to him. And then I just saw his channel grow and grow, and I'm like, this is amazing. And then he got his 1 million plaque or whatever it was that he was showing off from YouTube. I'm like, it's so not fair. This is all bullshit. This guy's not doing anything. He's using ISS footage that he's getting this in it, and you can obviously tell it's something in a reflection. And the guy had no idea what he's doing when it comes to putting up real UFO videos. He put up a lot of bullshit. But I think it would be a little bit more exciting if Secureteam was still around. For my own selfish reasons, I'm glad he's not. But I think it would be a little bit different if he was still around. I don't know. He may come back. He may come back. Believe it or not. There's rumor out there. But again, just rumors. I don't know. What do you guys like? Yeah, remember? Oh, right. Good one, Damien. Remember when he said that the FBI or the Men in Black were watching him, and it wasn't. It was a guy, it was a worker who was stationed to sit there and watch the power lines. I think they were doing some work on the power lines. And you know how you don't want any kid on a bicycle going near the high power tension wires or high powered electricity or both. So there was somebody who was always sitting out in front watching over the construction of the power lines. And then another white van pulled up, remember? Wasn't that Tyler? Or am I imagining this? I thought that was Tyler. And he said, "Oh, they're talking about me. They're talking about me. They're watching me." And all he had to do was walk outside and go up to them. He didn't. He didn't go outside and say, "Can I help you?" One time when I moved into an apartment on a corner, I saw this car and the windows were dark, very dark, and yet I saw movement. Then the next day, the car was back in this parking spot and I saw movement. So I was really worried. You know, my girlfriend lived with me at the time, and I don't know who this guy is sitting in the car. So I walked up to him and he rolled down his window this far. And I said, are you waiting for somebody? And he goes, "Yeah, this has nothing to do with you." And I go, "What do you mean it has nothing to do with me?" He's like, we're watching somebody over here. I'm with an investigation. And he showed me a badge, right? And I said, "I don't know if that's fake or real." I said, "The reason I'm over here, I'm just worried that, somebody's going to break into the apartments. We've had some break-ins over here," which is total bullshit. So he goes, "I promise you it has nothing to do with you." So I walked away. He starts up his car and he's leaving, going down the driveway, whatever. And he stops halfway and another car starts its engine and follows him out. It was almost the same identical car. Well, the next day, I don't know if they called it the DEA. This was in 1995 or 96. I think it was 96. But they were busting a guy who was selling drugs out of his house, steroids. Very strange. Yeah, it's weird. I knew the guy too. He was cool as hell. But they really were watching somebody. All you have to do is just walk up to somebody. That's it. Just walk up and ask. So Tyler didn't do that and called him out on it. We all did. Anyway, I just thought it would be interesting to think about if Tyler was still around, would it be better or would it be worse? God, I really don't know. Yeah, it was steroids. Yeah, that's funny. I wasn't going to say it was steroids. I was just going to say drugs and just generalize it, but it was steroids. His girlfriend was beautiful too, man. She must have taken him. Yeah, she looked like it, but she was hot. All right. Yeah, that's about it on Tyler. I really didn't know Tyler at all, really. Never talked to him. Don't really care to. I think Tyler's done. If he tried to come back, it would never be the same. It wouldn't be anything like it was when he was, the number one. Not even close. So, wouldn't even be close. Yeah, I just thought I would take the green screen off. Just show you the office. I know, we got to start playing the piano on the show. I thought about lighting a fire. Where is it? Oh, it's this way. All right, let's get to work here. We got a lot more work. Now this is where we turn up the gear and we go a little bit quicker. Let's look at the anomalies. Should we? On Mars real quick? Because Jean Ward found some anomalies around the rover, I think. Let's check it out together. All right, get rid of Nancy Pelosi. Let's put John Ward in here. And you tell me if there are any anomalies showing up around Perseverance land site, the landing site. Here we go.
Jezero running through the image of here to the left. And this looks like an ancient dried out river that flowed into the crater and made this perfect delta that NASA will be looking at in the near future. So here's the targeted landing site and the planned route that the rover would take as it makes its way up to the western edge of Jezero, and then it will travel along that ridge line in the future. The Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter snapped this high-resolution photograph a while ago, and it shows the landing site as well as some of the anomalies that we'll be checking out in this video. As always, I'll include a depression if a meteor were to strike the surface. And the other odd thing is these square depressions are parallel with these anomalies, folks. Let's take a close-up look. The way they intersect, almost perfect 90-degree angles there. And these are uniform in width.
That's weird.
4 to 5 meters.
That is
across.
really weird.
And there where they intersect, that area is totally clean. So a dried out lake bed, it makes these square patterns when the mud dries out. But look at the distance between these parallel lines.
Is it possible that there's more distance because there's less gravity? So there's less resistance, right? Isn't that why that would happen? I want to look at the anomalies. These are pretty cool, but
to these flat areas, almost like you'd expect to see in agricultural farming activity. Look at
it is. That is weird.
Square depressions over here and parallel with these lines. Yeah, I want to highlight the intersection points. Check at the perfect angles over here and the parallel ridges.
Interesting.
This is also a zoomed out view of more of these.
No, they're just cracks in the mud, right? Isn't that what it is? I'm not an expert, but wow.
Trenches or canals running up to the depression, and then it stops. And here we're looking at a close-up 1-to-1 scale.
Yeah, why does it stop? How come they don't go on the other side?
Uniform width.
Interesting. But then you look here, look at all the squares here. Look at this. There's 4 right there. Here's another 4, another 4, another 4. It's bizarre. I know it's like the desert, but that is the way water will evaporate and create squares. But I don't know what these are. Yeah, it's kind of awesome, really. Does he have anything from... Here it is. The rover. Here we go. Saved it.
Who knows what these are up close. Maybe it will drive through one of these. It will fit in there. As I say, these are about 4 to 5 meters across.
Maybe that's why they decided to go there and drop the rover there, because they can use these as roads. Yeah, we'll have to stay tuned. That's pretty interesting. I'm not too sure, but interesting. Jean Ward, always with the good stuff, right? On Mars, the guy's got really interesting things over there. It's amazing. All right, mind-blowing videos you wouldn't believe if they were recorded. Biden gaffe Art Bell, hide your assets and disappear. Huh. Okay. Scientists are pretty sure they found a portal to the 5th dimension. Did you read about this? Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, I can't read it. You've got to be kidding me. Because I have to join up. I think I can do it on my phone, though. That's the weird thing. Let me see if I can read this on my phone. Wouldn't that be weird? I've noticed that with some things. Like some things you could read on your phone, but you can't read on the computer. Hold on. Here we go. Let's see. No, I can't. All right. So I can't read it to you. Oh, well, too bad. So sad. I've got more to show you. All right. Here we go. Whoops. Wrong email. All right. I'm going to give you guys something to watch for a minute. Mind-blowing videos you wouldn't believe if they weren't recorded. This is from March 2020. It doesn't matter. We've never seen it, and the weirdness never ends in our world. And this is from Anonymous Official. Remember this? Yeah, that's real. You're going to tell me that's a real humanoid. That's a stupid balloon. See, that makes me so angry that that even got on the internet. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, remember that? Watch. Watch this. Yo! Everybody thought it was a portal. Stargate.
Están sacando a una señora que se quedó atrapada con lo de...
¡Tenana sonó una máquina! ¡Ronda! That was huge. It's a fish on legs. Seriously, the fish has legs. He's walking. I'm walking here. I'm walking. The H blocks, those are cool. Let's see what else we can find here. Oh, yeah, this is interesting. UFOs.
Oh, that does look like a plane. Oh, that is a plane.
No, it's a comet.
Meteor, comet or meteor.
Don't you just love? How in the world do you get People are just weird.
Yo, that's crazy. Wow.
Those light pillars are kick ass. Look at this. That's freaky looking. If you saw those light pillars, you wouldn't know, and you didn't know what they were. That would be freaky. See, don't you think this is what they saw back in 1,000 years ago when they didn't know, when they didn't have cameras or anything or any way to get to these things? Pretty wild. Let's see. I still got another minute here. All right, we get it. Pillars, really cool. Got it. Oh yeah, remember this? Okay, before I play this, I want to say something. I know what you're about to see looks like it's going to look like it. I'll just play it. I'll just play it, and then we'll talk. See it in the back? See it out there? Remember this thing? So I remember seeing this thing when it came out. I don't know if it was a year or two ago, but I think it was on Third Phase, not sure. But everybody said it's an advertising banner. Like they're testing new technology in the middle of nowhere. And now that I'm watching this some year or so later, I have to think, well, that doesn't really make sense to me. Why would they do it in the middle of an open field where there's snow that can damage the electronics? Could this be a form of HARP? No, probably not. Could this be another form of holographic technology? Holograms? Yeah, I guess it could. Watch. Alien technology would be like magic to us, right? Nobody debunked this. Nobody debunked this. Anyway, these are some things that should not be. I'll play the rest of it. Obviously, it's some sort of hologram technology. Whatever it is, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it anywhere since. But that comes from Anonymous Official. And they got 3.5 million subscribers with all these weird videos and stuff. Pretty cool. All right, everybody. Let's get over to the next thing that we're going to talk about. So, Art Bell, hide your assets and disappear.
Welcome to Coast AM's YouTube channel. I'm George Norrie. Like, share, and subscribe. Also find us on Facebook.
How to make $100,000 a year as a okay, but think real hard before you wrote this book about the negative side of writing this kind of book, telling people how to run away from everything.
Oh, I see what that is. It's how to lose yourself, to get off the grid. We don't need that. We don't need that. All right, what is this here? Craziest. What is this?
Where are you? Okay.
This is craziest EVP. Is that what they mean? This is from Reddit. All right.
Come to me. Come to me. This is very holy. This is nice. You don't see this too often. Where everything is still stacked up, nice and neat. Use needles and stuff. Packages. Where are you? Okay. Come to me. Come to me.
I don't know. Come to me, and it's saying, I'm shy. Couldn't, you know, this is when you do this type of work with EVPs, and you've got several people in the room, somebody can say something under their breath, and it would sound like it was an EVP. And then everybody else should hear it, right? So if you said, I'm shy, other people would hear you saying that, and then they should turn to you and say, what are you doing? Why are you whispering like that? We don't see that here. So then you have to say, well, are they hoaxing it? And they know that their friend is saying, I'm shy. No. To me, it sounds like a real grade A EVP. One more time.
Where are you? Okay. Come to me. Come to me.
Oh, Like it was going to say, oh, shit. I don't know, man. EVPs are real. The only reason I say that, it's because I have them myself. You understand? All right. We're just going to play something. Oh, nope. I'm not playing anything from this piece of shit website, this channel, I mean. Redstone. They are garbage. If you ever see a Redstone, it's fake, it's repurposed, and they literally are the enemy. I dare you, go to it and then hover your mouse over the X button, and it comes up in all Islamist shit. Believe me, a lot of these companies on YouTube that are making money that steal UFO videos and make them their own, they are getting paid quite well, and for some reason, YouTube isn't doing anything about it. They steal Third Phase of Moon's videos. They used to steal Secureteam they steal everybody's videos. And you can fair use something like I'm doing tonight, but to actually take someone's video and play it on your channel and change the date and the place that it happened, no, that doesn't work right. That's not what we do. You understand? Oh, wow. I already played that yesterday. Okay, so I see where we're at. It's crazy. This whole entire field is just wrong in every way. It sucks. All right, this is interesting. Tom Reed answers the behavior panel's questions about the Berkshire's UFO. Oh.
Hi there.
Well, this might be interesting. These are the guys who can tell if you're lying just by your body language. Wow, 151, Shelley. I know, I saw that, Michelle. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight. I can't say it enough. I don't know where everybody's coming from. I bet you Third Phase of Moon, they probably posted something on their Twitter, and that's where all you guys are coming from. Tell me if I'm wrong. I can't believe if we get to 200, I'll pass out on the floor in my own blood and urine. I would pass out if that happened tonight. It's weird. You know, we're growing really fast. I don't know how we do it. Misty, I know, but I'm wrong. Oh, okay. I like being wrong. Thank you, South Point. No, definitely. That's a compliment to me. Thank you. Betty Double Kick Chick says this. Oh, wait, you skipped over the chat's moving so fast. Come on. Hey, Area 503, welcome. If you haven't seen Manny's channel, Area 503, go check it out. He's got a lot of good stuff up there. I don't know if you're back 100%, but Betty Double Kick Chick says, molest that like button. Please do. Just, don't talk to it. Just do your thing. Here's the Tom Reed answers questions. We're going to check on his body language as well, considering that's what I do. Oh, did I just see a 99-cent super sticker from Zen Master Me? Thank you very much. I forgot about Super Chat. Don't forget, you can always Super Chat and support the channel. Thank you very much for the 99-cent super sticker. Mucho generoso. Thank you. It's a beautiful thing. Fast Hemi says, I'm late. I'm watching Resident Alien. Oh, well, that's okay. You didn't miss anything. You can always go back. All right, here we go.
No, because you're going to record it and put it into some video.
That would be for us. That would be for us.
You never know what he'll replay.
He didn't talk yet. They are 4 of the top body language experts in the world. I consider myself one of those. Here, they asked Tom Reed about his experiences described in the Netflix special, the Berkshire. Oh, I didn't know that was out. The Berkshire's UFO. We'll have to check that out and talk about it Monday, huh? Where is he? I purposely don't watch some videos. Here we go.
By the time I just felt these hands grab me and slide it back up and took me out of the race. You know, that was why we left Ski Butternut and started heading home that night. That we saw this. We were involved in what we were, and
so I guess I missed it.
Details and facts that Tom has to share with us. And his mother, Nancy, is Nancy correct?
Nancy, yeah.
Yeah. His mother may join us for a few minutes as well.
Okay, so thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
I'll let you introduce yourself and then I'll just get you started. So Tom, please introduce yourself.
Okay, well, I grew up in the Berkshires, Southern Berkshires, until I was about 18 years old. My mother had a diner in town, which is now renowned.
Oh my God. All right. He had a sighting. Great. We don't need to hear about your mother's diner. Just get to the point.
Sage Allen fashion shows. You know, Sage Allen, was a store at that point.
All right. You know what? I can't. I just can't. It's my fault. It's my fault. Because I didn't watch it first, and I usually do, but I didn't. I didn't watch it. So anyway, bad me. There's the Atacama humanoid cover-up. Remember that? Do you remember the cover-up? No? Then forget it. Here's a tweet. Let's go to Twitter like we always do. We're all over the map in this last 15 minutes. I apologize. All right, we're going to do Twitter real quick. Omni Talk Radio. The latest overview episode, David Haith says to Elizondo, you've got to be kidding me. We already did this. Yeah, we talked about this at the beginning of the show. Oh my God. You know what it is? I saw that there was 150 people here and I got nervous. All right, I'm going to play something fun. UFO of interest debunked or thinks he debunked something again. Do you remember that UFO sighting that supposedly happened during a NASA spacewalk, right? And the astronaut covers up the UFO with his hand. Do you remember this? Hold on. Well, he thinks he debunked it, and he may have. It was this one. This is a little old. This is 2 years old. That's why Secureteam10 is mentioned. But Secureteam10 claimed that the astronaut tried to hide a UFO during the ISS live stream with his hand. I never thought he did try hiding it. Because he removes his hand and you still see the objects out there, which, by the way, are ice crystals that form around the space station. And also, you got people faking stuff. Like Section 51. And what he does is he goes around and shows all these different objects zipping around. Right there, ice particles. And you can see him floating around. And in other areas, the astronaut actually puts his hand in front of the screen when there are no UFOs or ice crystals around. It's just a natural part of the mission. See? His hand is still there. Anyway, I just thought it was an interesting debunk because a lot of people still think that that's a real UFO sighting. Well, anyway, that UFO sighting was reposted by that Redstone as something that just happened too. So it's unbelievable what people are doing in ufology. It really is scary. If alien technologies are so advanced, is it possible that they have already built their own computer simulation? Yeah, it's possible. Think about it for a second while I show you this, because I think I got a sighting here. Check this out. Are these two UFOs that merge together? I'm interested to see myself. Check it out. It's airplanes. Nope. Drones. Nope. It's UFOs. I don't see them merging. You know what I think that is? And you can hear it. Airplanes. Let's see if they merge. Marge. They don't merge. They don't merge. They're no, are they? Hold on. Are they merging? Merge? I guess they did. And they took off. And you know what? There they are. I got to tell you, I don't know if it's real or fake. But I'll tell you what I think it is. I think it's airplanes. And somebody manipulated it, and I'll show you why. In the beginning of the video, you can see lights flashing like an airplane. The one on the right. This one here. Watch. Right there. I'm not going to try to stop it and show you, but trust me, they're there. And I think these are just airplanes, and then somebody manipulated them to move in together as one UFO. If it's real, that's amazing. But what are the odds that's real? And it's from Australia, right? Austria. UFO Keglatsfilet, Austria. And somebody says here, those objects were aerobatic planes flying over Graz Airport. My old thread. Oh, they have a thread on it. Oh. What is this? He's debunking it? 2015? So it was reposted as new. What? You can't play the music on the show. Damn it. Unbelievable what I just did. That's it. It's over. Check it out, though. It looks just like it, right? Wow. Wow, that's pretty close, huh? Except what they did, they manipulated the video at the end and made them zip away out of sight. UFO Seeker says, ouch. Good job. I'm telling you, man, you know, we talk about UFOs ad nauseum over here. And one thing that we really need to focus on more than anything is what's being spoken, not what's being shown. Because I think what we're seeing on just about every one of these videos is bullshit. I have to say it, that I've always thought that it was a very high percentage of videos that are posted on YouTube that are bullshit. And I'm saying 99.7%. That means 0.03% of whatever we see on video on YouTube is unexplained. Not 3%, 0.03%. Awfully low. That's just my opinion. Can somebody direct me to a UFO video that is 100% real? No. Nobody can. I really want to know. The suburb I live in Australia is 97% Chinese population, Misty O.C. Dragon says. B. Baker. Oh, to B. Baker. That's amazing. Grandmaster UV says, I got a vid of weird shaped saucer and it's rotating on 2 axes at a weird angle and it's really close and you can see it 3D. I'm going to edit a video sometime. If I were you, Grandmaster UV, get that video out to me tonight. Let me take a look at it before you do any editing. It's sad, isn't it, Area 503? And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news ever. Look, I've taken a different stance on some things recently. Okay. I have given the public full reign without me being negative and almost accepting that what they're showing me could be real instead of could be fake. So I'm trying to go into this with what are the possibilities of this video that I'm seeing. I wasn't there. I didn't record it. That does scare me. Don't get me wrong. It scares the hell out of me. I just got a message. Let's see. Oh my God, this is unbelievable, you guys. For anybody, I will try to do that now. Hold on, let me save this. I got a message from Third Phase of Moon. They made the top 5 list, for documentaries on all streaming platforms, iTunes, Vimeo, Amazon. Top 5. Countdown to Disclosure is killing it. Holy crap. And if you haven't seen Countdown to Disclosure, shame on you. It's a pretty fucking good documentary, to be honest with you. Where is it? Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to post something here in a second. I am looking for the picture that I just saved. That's not it. All right. Don't forget to go check it out. And let me put this up. There we go. Countdown to Disclosure. This is what I wanted to share with everybody. I was told to share this. Hold on. It's going to take me a second to get it over. I'm so dumb. I did everything backwards. You want me to go another hour? I can't go. You want me to go? I can go a little longer. I can go longer for sure. I don't know. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Inbox. Here's the picture I was told to share with everybody. I don't know what it is yet. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here it is. This is great. That looks like Blake Cousins on a tank. What are you doing over there, man? That's unbelievable. Is that Sherman? How many glasses you got? Very cool. Oh, yeah, one's prescription. That's right. Look at this thing. This is not, is this a Sherman tank? That's not a Sherman tank. It's got wheels on it. Wait a second. Oh, I see. Okay. What do I know? I'm not a military guy. Pretty cool, dude. That's awesome. Is this wood? Is this a prop? Is that a prop? I don't know. I was told to share it, so I did. All right. What do you guys, should I go a little longer? Is that what you want? Is that what you're asking? I don't know. Maybe I will. We'll just keep going. We're not done yet. We're not done. We're not even close to done. All right. So let's keep going then. Let's go a little further. We're not done anyway. What is this on Facebook I'm looking at? I can't believe we got up to 157 live. Oh, okay. Oh, this is from Dave. Dave at Spaced Out Radio posted today's thought of the Dave. And he says, what's your thoughts on UFOs being a political issue? We talked about this yesterday. And I was taken aback by what people were saying. All right. Now, there's some new ones here, but there are. Okay, let's go to these. After the military spending was said to be possibly cut, our fearless autocrat leader at the time proposed we create a space force so money could be funneled into the complex. So I'm not sure that it makes a difference. What does that have to do with UFOs? Chris Martin, in the US, they will most definitely become, if not already are somewhere, a political issue, just like everything else. Look, I say UFOs have been political since the day after Roswell was announced that we captured a flying saucer. It was the next day politics got involved when they changed the story into balloons. That's the day it started. That's the day everything changed, the day after Roswell happened. Tell me I'm wrong. This is simple, Andy Lino says. If it will get a candidate one vote, we will make it political. Gail Hodson Shirk, Captain Shirk says, I believe UFOs, aliens supersede any politicizing government folks would like to do. Actual disclosure would change our place and position in the universe forever. Politics would become nonsense in the new paradigm. Really? I think I wrote something. I said, but that is the politics of ufology. Keeping it a secret is political. Of course it is. Of course it is. UFOs is so political, it's disgusting. Bob McGuire says, this is national security in the U.S., so politics has no place. That's not what the question is. What's your thoughts on UFOs being a political issue? Not whether it's going to be. God. Ryan Stacy says, it's government technology. It's not a matter of secrecy. It's a matter of letting other nations see your hand. Putting pressure isn't going to get you answers. It never worked, never will. I have documents no one's seen before. It took me 10 minutes tops. All I had to do was ask nicely. There is no political game. People just don't understand how the system works. Wait, there's no political game? Ryan Stacy? What are you doing? How can you even say that? And this guy, Jack Connor, nothing political about it. What? Oh, look at this wise ass, Alex Mistretta. God, please help him. Look, he says, time to start preparing yourself mentally and emotion for this timeline to become a reality. But he said, at least we can finally get rid of this political bullshit pretending to be ufology. Trump didn't really care. Trump didn't believe. You think Biden's going to do anything? Biden won't do shit for ufology. He won't do anything. And if you want to know the secret of the Space Force and why that was integrated into our Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, go watch Countdown to Disclosure. You'll see what's political, what's really going on. Greer knows. As love him or hate him, Greer seems to have his thumb on the pulse of ufology that's in the political world. And John de Souza. Holy shit, John de Souza. Let me play this for you from Third Phase last night, just a minute or two. This is, do you know who John de Souza is? He's an ex-FBI investigator, retired. But the X-Files was based off of him. That's how who he is. Here, this is from Third Phase of Moon. Permission granted. Yes, thank you very much. Here we go. In 3, 2.
November 2004, off the coast of San Diego. A training exercise has begun. The USS Nimitz supercarrier, the largest aircraft carrier in the world, designed for one purpose: to infiltrate and annihilate enemy forces.
The Nimitz is one of the largest ships we have in the U.S. Navy. It's so big, it has enough firepower to basically take over the entire country. Add to that the Nimitz
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We got a special guest today, John de Souza, retired FBI agent involved in the counterterrorism unit, and he had the major stories that we want to go over today in regards to his experience. They based the X-Files, the first season, on his association with some of the cases that he participated in while he is in the FBI. Paranormal cases that still can't be explained. We're going to break it down in some incredible new information that John de Souza is going to be sharing with us on Third Phase of Moon. John, welcome to Third Phase.
Oh, Blake, it is great to be here with you. I am so happy to be on Third Phase of the Moon and to be with you guys, another Cousins Brothers production. It is awesome to be here. And the work that you guys are doing is so very, very important that it's just an honor to be a part of it in any way I can.
Yeah.
I appreciate the kind words, John. We've been talking for a while on the phone behind the scenes in regards to what's going on in today's world. But let's start it off in the beginning, that the X-Files, the first season, was based on your story. But you were telling me last night that they stopped doing any more on basically your story, John de Souza, for the first season, and they discontinued this. Why would the major network change the direction when they started it out with the first season of X-Files?
Well, what occurred was way back in 1993, I had work that I was doing in the FBI, and I kept a notebook that's called an OTB book, off the books, notes, off the books, things that weren't really put in FBI files, and yet I still had to work them. And so I kept notes of that, and I kept my OTB book. And at some point, some FBI agents that were retiring took my OTB book, and they went to Hollywood to be consultants for movies, something that's often done. Those notes were basically provided over to people doing these shows. And so Chris Carter put up the first season of the X-Files. And what happened then was we had bosses from the FBI that recognized some of my cases going up there. And they were very upset. They called Chris Carter, and Chris Carter talks about this today. They called Chris Carter. I was there as well. And they questioned him on where was he getting his material for these cases that he put up in the first season of the X-Files. And there was a lot of back and forth going on there. They made some threats. They let Chris Carter know that they might shut down his show. And then Chris Carter asked them for more specifics on the cases that they were talking about. And eventually they told Chris Carter, okay, just go on with your show. They questioned me on whether I provided anything directly to Chris Carter, and I was able to say, no, absolutely not. I did not provide anything directly to Chris Carter. So I was sort of off the hook, and Chris Carter was told he could go on with his show, but he just had to use some different material. And so that's what he did, and the X-Files continued. And but as a result of that, I was kind of excoriated because they knew how much interest I had in the X-Files. And after that, I was called the X-Files man, or X-Man for short. And that kind of stuck with me there at the FBI. It was not a happy thing at all.
Yeah, it's unfortunate sometimes when they're onto something that works so perfectly, and then they kind of change the narrative and the whole idea of what the original idea was to begin with. Now, let's get to what's going on right now. We released our documentary, Countdown to Disclosure.
All right. So that was the interview. Go check out the rest. It's like 30 minutes long, and it's a fantastic interview. And right after Goof On tonight on Third Phase UFO Report, if you see the ticker at the bottom, Michael from Dark Hour Paranormal did a little review on the de Souza interview. And there's also a couple of UFO sightings to talk about that are still left unexplained. So, you know, we're always doing something. There's always something to look at, whether it be here or in Third Phase of Moon or Third Phase UFO Report. Things are going, man. And they bring us a lot of good stuff. Third Phase of Moon, love them or hate them, they've got their thumbprint on the new stuff in ufology. Don't you think so? I mean, even people, wow, that scared the hell out of me. That was an accident. Even people who don't like them or don't know should check them out. Because they're bringing us sightings and things and reports that nobody else really is. I'm being 100% honest. Anyway, hit it. Hit it. I said hit it. All right. Tomorrow, there's not a live show, but there may be something coming up on Third Phase UFO Report or Goof On, but we'll be back Monday live, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific right here on YouTube. Like I said, in about 3 minutes and 40 seconds, go to Third Phase UFO Report for the video, the new premiere. And I want to thank the moderators and super chatters tonight for your time and your generosity. I appreciate that. And veterans and newcomers alike, thank you for spending just a minute here. I think we got a new record, 157 live. We'll get there at 200. We'll be back. Hey, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. For ufology. Good night, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Terrified of dear Uncle Gustav. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not. I don't care if he does find me gone. But how? Frida, I beg you, think about what you're doing. Everyone says he's a wicked man. What about him? Who wants to be good if being good is singing hymns and praying all day long? He's doing what's best for us, I'm sure. It might be best for you. It's not for me. I'm going, and you might as well stop arguing about it. Frida, you know I wouldn't do that. I'm just telling you. You know what will happen if you do. Stop it, you're hurting me, not harming.